Yo, what's up? Alright, so I've done the Chimera boss. I got a pretty decent 48 million score. This is my team. So just real quick, I'm gonna explain the team 1 is just the usual team, and then the team 2 is just to enable as much of Yunchuan as possible. So I put my Yuhime on Astralis because Yuhime on Astralis will always spam her S2, which means Yunchuan will always follow up on the main boss. On the second boss, the only point boost that you can get is by attacking the boss, so you want to bring as many AoE units as possible, and preferably the ones with the judge rule. So this is my Yunchuan DPS, slightly speedy so that he can reapply the debuff, and then Zora on Astralis set with counter. My runes are not even plus on some of these ones. Basically the rest of the units are just built with speed, crit rate, and a little bit of crit damage, but mostly just speed and crit rate, because when you crit on the boss you can apply additional debuff on the boss. The third Chimera, all you need to know is that eventually your units will start killing themselves because of this thing. When hit, damage taken minus 5000, and then deals true damage to the attacker, which is equals to 70% of his attack. Early on he doesn't really do any damage. It's like 3k or 5k whenever you hit, so one healer is enough. But when you reach like EX ranking, which is like 7 million or 8 million, then he starts doing a shit ton of damage, and your DPS characters will start killing themselves. So I would advise you to just go like full DPS and then just one healer, because right now the talent tree is not at 100%. Mine is at, let's see, mine is like 62%. Once we get this to 100%, maybe we'll switch out the team, but for now my best team is just running 3 DPS, 1 healer, and then Sienna. So Sander is very important because you want the speed lead, and he's also a very good DPS, single target DPS. Oh my god, my SNF doesn't even have runes on her, and I got a freaking... What the... Yo, no way, I got a 48 million with SNF no runes. What the fuck? There we go, I gave my SNF runes. And another thing that you need to know is that counters do not apply the tight collar effect, so there's no point in putting... Yo, post edit Ggez here. One more thing I forgot to mention is that pursuit attacks don't add up to the tight collar effect in the third boss, along with Avatar procs counter set. But if you can get the counter set with the stats, then I would advise to go for that, but I cannot, so instead I go for fire reset. Yeah, R2 Brewster is very good here. He's a very good DPS. I put him on ocean waves so that he can use the S3 a lot more frequently. Sienna is very good here because she gains additional turn. When you gain additional turn, you get this golden rim buff, or rather when you gain a turn you get this golden rim buff, and when you attack the boss with that buff, you apply additional stack of the tight collar effect. So Sienna, when she does her when she gains the turn, she gains the golden rim buff, does her S3, so she does 1 stack of the tight collar. She gains another turn, she does her S2, so now she has golden rim buff that will still linger once she gets another turn, and then uses her S1. So when she uses her S1, she will have 2 stacks of the golden rim buff, which means she's gonna apply 2 stacks of the tight collar. She's very good here. If you have her skilled up, it's even better. Mine is not skilled up, so her attack up and speed up uptime is very low. Embla here, you don't really need her to be at R2, but her R2 does help with the stats from the talent tree. So I give her Astralis. You want your units to be on Astralis because when you gain a turn, you get the golden rim buff, so you apply 1 more stack of tight collar. My team 1 and team 2 can get to EX++. The EX++ ranking is like around 16 million, so the point decay is around that point as well. So once you get to like 16 million, then your points will be reduced to 10 to 1 ratio. 1 point for every 10 damage. So yeah, my team 1 gets around 17, maybe 18 million, sometimes even 16 million because I don't have a Mateo. My team 2 can get around 18 to 19 million, And then team 3, just now I got a 12 million, but that one, my SNF doesn't have a gear, so she couldn't proc the ocean waves. Let's take a look now, right? Maybe we can reach 50 million this time. So yeah, this team, you generally just want to proc the 0 stacks, which is this thing, to 0. And then once you get it to 0, your DPS can start doing a shit ton of damage. You can only proc it once, and then in the next rotation, it's not really a viable strat anymore. You can lower it to reduce incoming damage, but it's not a viable strat to go for like zero stacks on the second rotation. Only the first rotation that you can get it down to like 0. And it's the same rule for the team 1 and team 2. You can't really bring it down to 0 stacks on the second rotation. Sienna is really good. Like I said just now, she provides attack up, speed up, and she gains additional turn. As you can see right now, my Sienna has that golden rim buff. When she gets another turn, she's going to get 1 more stack of that golden rim buff. And when she attacks, there, you see that? She got 2 stacks, and then she applied 2 tight collar effects. Even though she's not a tight collar herself, the fact that she gains an extra turn, she can have 2 of those golden rim buff. And all of her skills are really good. Her S3 gains another turn, her S2 provides attack up and speed up, and her S1 AP pushes herself and a random ally. It's pretty safe, this team. It starts getting dangerous once you reach like EX ranking, which is around 7 million, I think. I don't know, it's around there. That's where your unit starts to one-shot themselves, because right now it's only 6k, 5k, and you're boosted from the talent tree, so your units have a lot of HP pool, so it's not really a problem. And you just running 1 healer, which is SNF, is already good enough. SNF provides the 50% damage reduction and also a heal. Okay, so it's right around 8 million, I think, EX ranking. And then if you don't have attack down, which my team doesn't have attack down on the boss, if you don't have attack down, then the boss starts doing like 60k retaliation once you get like 10 million score or something like that. It gets crazy, man. So your DPS units, once they get a turn, they do an attack, they get retaliate by like 60,000, 40,000, something like that. It's really stupid. Ideally, you want your units to be at 100% of the attack bar once the boss takes the turn and is weakened, because in this phase, the boss gets increased damage taken. So all of your units do a ton more damage. And this is where the phase that you want to do the most damage. And once this phase ends, your unit starts dying. And then the run is basically over at that point. Yeah, my Embla is almost dead, because SNF, even though you don't really need a lot of healers, SNF doesn't heal a lot. So yeah, your units do tend to die as soon as the phase ends. The boss doesn't do any damage really. It's just from the tight collar, the retaliation damage. So I got a 12.2 million just now with this team when my SNF did not have a gear. So she couldn't proc ocean waves. But let's take a look now. Can I get a better score? Maybe slightly better. I don't think it's gonna be like anything crazy. Maybe reach 30 million, or maybe not. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm already very low on my DPS. My Brewster is dead. If Sander can get 1 more nuke. Oh, okay. We got 13 million. That's pretty good. Okay, not bad, not bad. Maybe if I can re-roll a little bit, I can get 50 million total. Because right now my points just depends on my team 1 and team 2 doing the work, because those teams have the talent tree up to 100%, and for this one I only have it up for like 60 something percent. I saved up the other currency. We have 2 currency, if you guys don't know. The other one you can actually store it for the next phase, so that's one more strat that you can use to gain a slight advantage on the talent tree. Yeah, my team 1 only 17 million. My team 2 can go up to like 19, almost 20 million, but not really, because to get like 20 million, it requires you a lot of RNG and also a Shuen pin. But it's good enough. I think once I get the talent tree to maybe 70 or 80%, I can easily get to 50 million with the same lineup. Obviously not a free-to-play friendly team. I'm using R2 Brewster and a bunch of other summonable LRs. I said LR, bruh, I'm asleep. A bunch of other summonable legendaries. With Yuime, most people probably don't have a Yuime, which understandably she sucks. So most people didn't summon, but I did because it's for PvP. But now she's slightly usable for PvE, you know. So not too bad. Let's take a look. 49 million. Yeah, with a bit of refresh or reroll, I can get to 50 million. But I think I'm just gonna chill for now. Yeah, Embla doing. Ooh, what the fuck, Brewster? What the fuck? Brewster did more damage than Embla. Hold on, chill. Brewster 33.5 million. Okay, I see you. All right, not bad. Yeah, that's the team. I can probably improve my team 3 score by maybe 1 more million, and that could put me easily above like 50 million. I'm like rank 2 right now. This guy is rank 1 with 51 million. I don't think I can catch up. Pretty interesting team using Falcon. Yeah. But yeah, that's about it.